What's happening, everybody? This is James and this is Essential Apparel, and today we're doing a video that has been long overdue for my personal Facebook group. And for all of you that see this Rockstar cannon here, we are no way sponsored by Rockstar, but we should, because I drink a lot of them. Helps me get stuff done. Okay, so this gaiter neck right here that you see, this gaiter neck here was custom designed by me. I was in the business of looking for a gaiter neck that was going to please people that wanted a face covering that wasn't so restrictive, okay, that allowed, you know, enough airflow to breathe, wasn't so tight, but still looked cool and had a really nice fit. And I think we kind of nailed it. One of the main reasons why I decided to make it myself was because, you know, it's hard when you're on Amazon sometimes and you're ordering something. The pictures that are reflected, that are actually being shown, look absolutely amazing. They make that product look like it's way better than it is. You know, they'll use Photoshop images or whatnot. So I was looking for something that was kind of like this, you know, that would go on your face, that would kind of have this, you know, nice, you know, custom fitted look. And they were what, like $14 a piece. I think one was like maybe 12, the other one was 14. So I ordered a black one, I ordered a white one. I was really interested in the sublimation aspect of the white one, so I order these things. I get them a couple days later, I put them on, and they're absolutely ridiculous. I mean, they were so tight, they barely fit my face. The ears weren't even designed for real people. I mean, they must have used, I don't know, the smallest faces in the world to size these masks or these, you know, gaiter necks. I mean, the ears, you had this tiny little circle about maybe a quarter size that basically looped around your ears, but I mean, it was so tight and it had to pull back all the way just to fit. It was absolutely ridiculous. So that being the case, just like I decided to make my own custom face masks here out of Los Angeles, California in the United States, I did the same thing with the gaiter neck. So I wanted to offer a gaiter neck to individuals that wanted to do something custom but wanted a nice cool fit. But what I decided to do was take it another step further, and I offered something that was able to be used all year long. I mean, you can use it in construction, you can use it at a football game to stay, you know, nice and warm. You can use it out in the woods, you know, when you're camping. The cool thing about it, for those of you that maybe don't do sublimation, you can do vinyl on this. It's 100% polyester. The seams are stitched beautifully. You see the back here. It's got this nice, you know, drop down back. But the cool part about it is that it is 100% reversible. So it is a 2-in-1 gaiter neck. So when you do order these gaiter necks, you have the black side. So for those that might want to do vinyl, you know, any type of colored vinyl, or maybe they want to do a printed image on this side, you can. So you could print maybe a silly looking face, you can put that on there, you can print a beard, you can do all kinds of stuff, and you can use papers like inkjet vinyl printable paper to be able to do stuff like that, or even the sublimation style papers that, you know, stick on just like vinyl. And then on top of that, you get the beautiful adjustable ears on these. So the ears are adjustable. The neck, you know, area is nice and comfortable. It's not going to be a very restrictive mask, but it's going to look nice and cool, and it's going to fit you awesome. So we're going to talk about customizing this gaiter neck, because this gaiter neck is more custom than the ones that you're going to see out there that are basic rectangles. Those things don't look good really on anybody, you know, and they're so thin, they don't really protect you. I mean, these are at least 2 layers of polyester. You know, you can wear an N95 mask underneath this, and it'll still fit comfortably. So that's the benefit of this. So we want to talk about templates. What are we going to do to make custom templates for these? So one thing I did was I just went out, you know, like your local Ross or something, and you know, or Marshalls, and I bought some like a silicone style yoga mat material. It's pretty thick, almost, I want to say it's like almost 1/4 inch to 3/16 of an inch thick. I don't know the name of this brand offhand, but I will go ahead and see if I can figure out the brand of this one and post that in the comments in case you kind of want to replicate that. But all this is going to act as, guys, and that's if you want to use this. You can personally order my Gaiter Necks here, and you could probably shoot on down to Home Depot and buy like the pegboard style material, the really thin, you know, pegboard. It doesn't have to be the pegboard board itself. It can be the solid style board, but it's got to be like the thin style, maybe 1/8 inch would be perfect, because it's a little bit stronger than cardboard, and you wouldn't need to buy this. And once you have those templates, you're good to go. So, you know, you can cut those one time. Now we will be offering a set. So if you want to order the small, medium, large template set out of that style board, post in the comments if that's something you're interested in, and we can manufacture them here. I can custom make them per order, and we can actually ship those out to you, and they'll be fitted for every mask that you order. And the reason why you want to custom make these is because, you know, I mean, this is the part that, you know, everybody wants to be able to dial in the process, and because these are custom designed, custom manufactured, they have a certain design to them, and you can see that design here. So the way I manufactured these was that when you know, when you sublimate these, you want that white printable area on the whole board, okay? So that when you put your print on top of that, your print is actually going to stick, okay? So let me go ahead and take this real quick. So I'm going to break down the process real quick of how we're going to do this. So if you want to take some notes, just in case, you know, you might be from the group or you plan on ordering, you know, feel free. So the first thing you're going to do is you can do one of two things. You can use this here, okay? So you can use that, and the way to get the template is basically just lay the mask out, guys. Lay the mask out and then trace it and then cut it, okay? But make sure that you're leaving a little bit of overage on the template, you know, like we did here. Leave a little bit of overage on the template, and then like right here. So that way the Gaiter Neck is sitting flat on all sides, so that when it's pressed, nothing is going to be, you know, dipped in on the gaiter. Now the reason why you're going to want something that's kind of rigid for a template is for this reason right here. The way this neck is, if you don't use something that's kind of rigid, this design of how this is shaped, it's going to pull through to the front. It's going to actually present itself when you're trying to heat press your sublimation print. So you want to kind of get something that's thick and rigid so that that can't happen. So today we're actually going to be testing a piece of cardboard by itself, and this is just, you know, a piece of cardboard I had from USPS. You know, don't worry about any print being on it, because of, you know, there's, you know, underneath there's black, so you can't get the ink on the black. It's not going to show. So basically what we're going to do from here, you know, is, and really quickly, just so if you want to be able to cut out your template from a piece of cardboard, you know, take your Gaiter Neck, okay, place it on the cardboard, and if you want, sometimes the best thing to do is you can pre-press this just so that you really flatten it out, and then from there you can go ahead and, you know, cut out your board. So you just place your you know, gaiter on the board, get a pencil, trace that out. You know, of course you're going to come, you know, you want this to stretch a little bit. So, you know, obviously trace it, you know, about a 1/4 inch to, I don't know, maybe a 1/2 inch wider than what the actual gaiter neck itself is, okay? And then once you know, trace that out with your pencil, then you can go ahead and cut that piece of cardboard out, okay? So that's all you're gonna do with your template part, and then you're gonna end up with something that looks like this. Now make sure, you know, you see how we've got it stretched, and this hasn't been pre-pressed yet. If it did get pre-pressed, it'd be pretty flat right now. I mean, they're already pretty flat, you know, so one thing you're gonna wanna do is take the ears, tape them to the back, and then any piece of ear material, because it is a soft material, put a little heat tape on there, okay? Just to protect that little bit of soft ear material that's right here, okay? You don't want that to get too hot because it could, you know, pretty much destroy it or melt it. So now we're gonna go ahead and, you know, get our print. So this is on an 11 by 17. Now, if you do need sublimation prints, you can order them from us. You know, but this is an 11 by 17. Now, again, if you don't have a wide format printer like an Epson ET15000 or an ET16600, you can do the 8 by 14, the 8.5 by 14, and then do a split design. So you're gonna have to figure out how to do that split design. That way you can, you know, you can create your design, but you can split it in half, print it, tape them together, and then there's your template. It would really benefit you if you're gonna be trying to do stuff like this. Invest in a printer that's capable of doing everything, that's capable of doing up to 13 by 19. It's only gonna benefit you in the long run being able to do that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to the actual pre-press and the actual printing of the sublimation print on this mask, so we can see what the final results will be with the Essential Shift 2-in-1 gaiter neck. Okay, so we're going to take our setup here. We're going to place that down, and you just want to, maybe before you, or as you put that down, just kind of check your pressure. Now you want kind of medium to firm pressure. In this case, I think medium will get the job done, but you don't want it so firm that, you know, and that's, you know, pretty firm there. So we're going to go ahead and adjust that. Okay, that's good. So I've got a nice pressure, and just from me testing the pressure right there, I'm already where I need to be. So make sure next time you're at Costco, buy lots of these. Just lint roll the gaiter neck. I'll show you what I did here. So right there, I went ahead and taped all 4 corners. You can always take a peek in the inside to see where your print is as opposed to your gaiter neck. You know, these are a little bit more tricky, guys, but that's because you're making a custom gaiter neck here. You know, you're not really making anything cheap here. You're making something that you can charge high dollars for, you know. So okay, just loose print on top, and then our Teflon sheet. Now make sure, with all that said, add a few seconds to your time. I'm adding about 5 seconds, so I'm at about 390, and I'm doing it for about 65 seconds. So we're going to go ahead and shut that and wait for the results. So hey, one thing to note, don't forget when you sublimate these to take off that little rubber grommet, okay? You don't want that rubber grommet on this mask when you're putting the heat down, because remember, you're going to tuck the ears underneath the template, so you don't want these poking through in any way, or you just don't want them melting in any way, okay? So take these off, just pull them off, and then you can put them back on simply with a paper clip. You know, if you don't know how to put them back on, then just kind of YouTube it. You know, it's fairly simple. Paper clip method, pull through, done. So don't forget that. So time's up. Now we're going to go ahead and see what everything looks like. came out. Absolutely gorgeous. We're going to go ahead and take this off. Yeah, this came out really cool. You know, if you've got the best images you can probably find, guys, would be custom. So you got your business name, the file. We will have the file on the website too, guys, where you can purchase the actual file. It's set up to where you could put your own business name on the side, whatever, and then you can just, you know, put this into Photoshop and you can plop any design in, and you can save that design as whatever you want it to be. So I think this came out pretty well, and just so you guys can really quickly see how it fits, well, I won't do that one, but this one here is a medium. I usually wear a large, but you can see here you can adjust the ears the way you want. You know, you can stick this in, whatever. But you notice here you've got plenty of breathing room. Plenty of breathing room to do whatever you need to do. You know, and when you don't want to wear the sublimation side one day, you can go ahead and pop on the black side. It's a great neck warmer, so it keeps your neck warm when you're not using it. So you don't always have to take it off when you're going from place to place, running errands throughout the day. You just pop this up, stick your ears on, and you're good to go. You know, and the thing is, when you adjust the ears, it'll pull it back, it'll loosen it, whatever you need. It'll be nice and comfortable for you, and you won't have to worry about things. So that is the Shift 2-in-1 Gaiter Neck, guys, from ESENTL Apparel. So if you're interested in this Gaiter Neck, you can go ahead and go to our website, ESENTLbrand.com. For those of you that want to be in the group, just go ahead and subscribe, and then I'll go ahead and send you a link to that group, and then we'll go ahead and put you in that group. So hopefully this helped you guys out. There will be some more tutorials coming soon on sublimating some more designs. If you have any questions, feel free to post in the comments, and I'll get to those questions as soon as I can. If you got any type of information from this video, do me a favor, man. Just hit that like button. That's all we need, man. Hit that like button, and again, post in the comments, give us some feedback. Until then, my name is James. This is ESENTL Apparel, and I'm out.